Happy New Year, everybody. We in 2023. That means everybody, your body count starts back at 0. Check out the name. We are in 2023. That means your body count has reset.
What's the body count?
I don't remember.
What's the body count?
Yeah, what is that?
You're right. See, we already on one. We on one accord.
No, I'm slow. I can't catch on to things like that. So what does that mean?
Oh, I just don't remember anybody.
Oh, okay.
It's a reset. So every new year, it's a reset. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Look, ain't no flag behind me today. Ain't no flag.
Oh, it'll be back up there. I needed it for the party. It gonna come back up.
No. Just leave it down. We can step on it as well.
Hey, don't you tell her what to do. Put your flag back on.
There you go.
Anywho,
No.
Happy New Year. Shout out to all the Cowboys fans in the chat. We going to the Super Bowl, baby. We going to the Rihanna Bowl, baby.
Thank
Come
you,
here,
Mom.
rude boy. Can you get it up?
If she's saying that or ooh nah, I might not never watch the Super Bowl again. And Zeke is there. He gonna be like this. So yeah, let's not get the Cowboys into the Super Bowl in case.
No, we want the shut up, Banks. That's what we want. We want the boys in the Super Bowl. But yes, the flag is down for this week. Probably for a long time. I don't care what she said. The flag is down.
God is good.
God is good all the time. Welcome everybody to season 2 of All Elite with Keeks. I am Keeks. If you are new here, welcome. Everybody, welcome. New faces, new people in the chat, welcome. Old people in the chat, welcome. Returning people in the chat, welcome. All is welcome, okay? We have Banks. He said he survived 2022. All he got was this t-shirt. And then you have my work husband, my husband on this side, Drip.
Yeah.
And then you have me. The body count start over to 0.
Mr. Stan Jackson, thank you for being here. I think first time caller, long time listener. We don't do Cowboy slander here, brother. This is Cowboys only.
Yeah, we don't do Cowboy slander here. Mr.
Right.
Stan.
Then I'll get out of here. So.
Please do.
No. Come back here.
They are my Vaughn, but they are nice.
Come back here, Davis. Come. Well, I call his whole name.
No, yeah, there you go. You said his first name. That's how I know you mad. That's what's up.
No, but we gonna get into the new year with some new things, you guys. I have big plans for the show this year. We're gonna have some recent guests that was on last year, and some new guests will be on this year. Women business, and of course, Dynamite Rampage reviews. Just gonna be talking. This episode is just a little refresher. We're not gonna be on that professionalism. I don't think we ever is, but. We're not as organized on this show. It's more of a laid back reflection. So, just go by ear with this. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we'll start off with the last Dynamite of 2022. Dynamite. I've watched it. I didn't even do a bullet point for this one. I'm just going off memory. I was turned this weekend. How was your weekend, Banks? What did you do?
Oh, I worked. That's about it. That's what I usually do. I just work and do podcasts and try not to pass out from exhaustion. That's usually how my day goes. How about yours, Davis?
Yeah, I didn't do much. Just kept to myself, really. So it's pretty much how it is.
He watched Twin Peaks in the dark, people. That's what he likes. That's how he get his riffs off.
I do watch things in the dark, but not Twin Peaks.
Okay, so Peaky Blinders, Legally Blonde, those type of movies. That's how you get off. Tell me when I'm on.
Do you have any more jokes that are going to fall flat, or come on, like
that didn't fall flat?
So proud, Banks. Come on, Banks. You usually come better than that.
I tried to, but The honey pack is in the box.
Boo! My weekend was pretty great. I had a
Why
great
is that?
weekend. Huh?
Why is that?
Here we go.
I just had a great weekend. I was on my level. I watched football, some other things, and yeah, it was a great weekend.
How was that Super Bowl party with a winning team and a losing team involved?
It was
Oh God, the flyer.
fun. Yes. The Cowboys and Eagles party was a great turnout. My mom and them, they did a great job. It was so much fun. So much fun. They're gonna continue to do it from what they said. It was like two different parties. But one of the parties that was in North Dallas, they was charging like $30 and all that other stuff. So people came to this party. And then you had people flying in because they was going to the game and they ended up showing up at the party. So it was a good turnout.
Damn.
So it's a lot of people that came in. God damn, y'all having a hootenanny in here. Hey,
Yeah,
no
we the party.
egos going over here.
We the party family. This is the lit side. Yeah.
Kip Sabian, he was very evasive on his answers earlier, but it seems that
Yeah.
I could imagine that. A couple people from Austin probably came here looking just like
It was people from Detroit. It was people from Philly. Somebody flew in Canada.
And y'all still alive?
Yeah. It was people that like flew in for the party. And they had a good time.
Detroit and Philly people in one room sounds like a lot of fireworks, and it's not new.
No, it was look. That's why you always have a good DJ. I'm telling you.
I saw y'all was doing it. Get in there, back it up.
Yeah.
Get in there, hey big girl, back it
No,
up.
that was
Kip Sabian, he was very evasive on his answers earlier, but it seems that
actually, that wasn't that dance. If y'all follow me on Instagram and also on my Facebook, I did. My mama was line dancing. I did get her in the middle of her doing her line dance, but that wasn't that song.
I saw that, and I saw somebody that was tall.
Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart.
That's what I saw, and I saw cowboy boots, and I saw tall women.
Yeah, you in Texas.
Yeah, tall women in cowboy boots. I said, "Damn, where was I?"
But yeah, so that was my weekend. It was a good weekend. I just put it like that. It was a good weekend.
That's the weekend. What about the week?
Why you in my business?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
He in my business.
We got some shows to talk about. All right, let's get it started.
Wait, hold on. What? Go back to Stan. What he say? But did they play Eminem? We don't do that over here. That's how you lead a party. Don't nobody want to hear nobody about killing their mama in the closet and shit like that. No. I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but I don't see nobody dance to that.
You know why? Because you said Detroit people, they want to hear like Bezzy and Blue Babyface Ray and stuff like that.
No, what's the one that do that? Damn, too much going in the fans. Whatever that song is, that they be doing on TikTok.
Uncle Luke?
No, not Uncle. That ain't
I don't know.
That dude that was rapping. That dude that was rapping.
Oh.
Off of this beat. That born wrestler that everybody swears better than Shawn Michaels.
You disrespected Bret Hart?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. He did a rap off of the theme song.
Really? You gotta send that to me, but we're not gonna disrespect Bret Hart.
What are you talking about? I ain't disrespect him.
You said he boring. Oh, Sada Baby?
Yes,
no.
yes, Sada Baby. Yeah, him.
Technically, now he a Houston rapper. He signed to Sauce Walker, so.
Sada Baby, yeah, him. But I didn't disrespect nobody. I just said born wrestler.
That is disrespectful.
Okay.
You know, FTR gonna have some words for you, even though you had him as your tag team of the year. recap to last week episode, or week before last episode,
week
everybody.
Was, yeah.
Can I readjust myself? Thank you, Dave.
No.
Week before last episode when she chose FTR over the Bucksy Youth and the Briscoes.
Briscoes.
Yeah, you
the
want
White
to start
Boys?
that? Yes, the best tag team in the world.
I'm sorry, I couldn't put the White Boys. They not signed to AEW. They're signed. I couldn't put the White Boys in there. And like I really could have did who I wanted to, which is the Young Bucks, but I couldn't. So
it's your award show. You can do whatever you want. That's the point.
I know. But
you shouldn't be biased that time.
Yeah. But anywho, what happened at Dynamite? If you watch Dynamite in the comments, you can participate too because it's a layback show. But on Dynamite of 2022, the last Dynamite on Wednesday, the last Dynamite that we're gonna see, apparently that design of the everything and stuff like that. It's some stuff that happened, and I'm trying to remember. I was starting to.
All right, we had Bryan Danielson face Ethan Page.
Yeah,
it's funny how we always talk about Ethan Page whenever I'm on the show, and Ethan Page and him had a decent match. Banks, I think you had some harsher words for this match, but again, Ethan Page shows that he's a solid hand. He's a basic heel, and Bryan Danielson won, and this is just the first of many obstacles that Bryan Danielson will have to overcome to face MJF. This week, he's facing Tony Nese in Seattle, who is in some way connected to MJF through Smart Mark Sterling. So anyone who's ever known MJF in the storylines that he's involved in, they always have to jump these hurdles and hurdles and hurdles to get to MJF. Wardlow did it. Cody Rhodes did it. Chris Jericho had to do it. Bryan Danielson's doing the same thing, except it's not as branded like the labors of love or the things of the past when it came to MJF's feuds. But what do you think of this match, Banks?
Like I said before, Ethan Page can wrestle, but that's where it stops. He can just wrestle. With Daniel Bryan, I know it's Bryan Danielson. Vince called Daniel Bryan. I'm gonna call you Daniel Bryan. That's just how it works. And even though on the Indies, he has now. The thing is with him, he can do the wrestling, but he also could do the sports entertainment spots, and that's what makes him probably the best overall wrestler in the business today. So I can't fault Ethan Page for that just because you in the ring with somebody that's been there 20 plus years. But at the same time, in the past 2 years, I've known that Ethan Page is kind of like, you can just wrestle. So it was a match that worked, but it was just Daniel Bryan just with him.
That is not true, Banks. Don't do that to Ethan Page. Ethan Page did a good job. He's a good wrestler. He's just a bland character, but other than that, he's a great wrestler.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's just a wrestler, and it's
that's
not
why they have
fault
Stokely
to
with him. That's the point. Like, Stokely Hathaway is the one who's going to try to get this guy over because he couldn't. I mean, he's the one who got Scorpio Sky over during that whole Man of the Year tag team. But now Ethan Page needs to stand out on his own, which is why they got Stokely with him. And the firm is still kind of closely connected. We'll get into that later with Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. But MJF watching this from the stands with would you call that a fine woman, Keeks or Banks? The woman that was accompanying MJF, who had like the neck tattoos.
You talking about black hair Shotzi? I guess I didn't pay attention to Fragile Scarf Boy when he was on my screen. So yeah.
All right, he gonna quote tweet you again.
I don't care, cause like I've said,
I know.
We'll see.
I know what happened.
Yeah.
I said, well,
other than
he
that,
won't
like,
be
again, it's just a solid opening match. And then we had what was, I thought, a great tag match between the Blackpool Combat Club and Top Flight. When it was funny, when I was watching this, I was starting to wonder if Darius Martin was the better of the two. I had asked Matt this, and shout out to Trady, We Love Wrestling. He had said Darius Martin was that guy, and he's just now starting to regain his footing. And this match showed that, because he was the focal point of this match with him trying to look strong by taking the shots from Claudio and Moxley. But Top Flight, this might be their year. I don't think they'll win the tag titles, but I think they'll come close a few times.
Great workers. No, they
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm gonna do something.
What, she put the Eagles flag in the freezer?
She played too much. That's all. She played too
Okay.
much. But I just want to say, Lucha Brothers is raising their sons right. You can see it in the ring. They're doing phenomenal, raising them kids, giving them their moves and stuff like that. If you are familiar with AAA, some of the moves that Top Flight are doing, you've seen Lucha Brothers do in the ring. So they're raising them boys right. It's crazy. They passing it down to black wrestlers.
All these guys do the same moves these days is the thing. That's why Banks and all the haters hate the flippy wrestling, because all these guys just do the same thing, but like not really, because some of the stuff Dante Martin does, no one else can do. Like no one else can get that high on a jump. Like probably only Ray Phoenix, but even him, it's still like that's why their match.
Why King Cole is still alive.
No, but I'm saying like that's why the match between Ray Phoenix and Dante Martin last year in the Owen Hart Memorial Cup was so good, because like when they did the Avalanche Spanish Fly and both landed on their feet, only few people could like do that in tandem.
Well, what happens when athleticism starts to wear out?
No, that one match that they had when Ray Phoenix slick kind of broke character because he was happy that Dante Martin did the move right.
Yeah,
and he went straight to shit.
But they shine in this match, and this is kind of what John Moxley is wanting to do. He wants to put these young guys over. He's been doing it with Takeshita. He wants to do it with Top Flight. And sure, at the end of the day, John Moxley and his team, or John Moxley himself, are victorious. But these guys get a great shine in the match. They get the comeback spots. They get to show that they can hang, and they're just as tough, even though they're the undersized competitors or the rookies. But even Claudio looked good in this match too, and he was showing that aggressive side that he always kind of needs to show. But it just makes me wonder what's next for him in the ROH title, because and with Athena as well. Like the ROH is ROH situation is just on pause, but I thought it was a great match considering.
Apparently, though, Tony Khan said it on Grapsody. I think they worked out a deal for ROH, if I'm not mistaken.
It's supposed to be on the streaming service. Yeah, the Honor Club service.
Okay.
That's what they had said right after Final Battle.
They was making it seem like it will be on actual TV.
Unless he changed his mind. But the whole point after Final Battle is that they announced there will be a weekly ROH show on the ROH streaming service. Then
they updated to something else, because he was really working on the Briscoes being on TV. I don't know if the Briscoes had to do a apology or something like that. It's something that happened. So, but I'm still looking to it, because they made it seem like they changed it from a streaming service to an actual TV deal.
Or unless they'll get like a special Clash of the Champions type show. Like they just announced Battle of the Belts will be back this coming Friday. So maybe they'll do like an ROH special event on TNT or TBS, like how Saturday Night's main event was. That makes sense. So then it would make you want to go to the ROH streaming service to then catch up on the weekly TV.
Yeah.
Put it on Bass Pro Sports channel.
And then what was after that? Then we had the game 6 of
the Elite versus the Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this was the only great match of the series so far. I thought all the other matches have been not as good.
Man, what?
What you want some of this?
Yeah, definitely off that. What's in that Sprite? Throw that away.
You want some of this?
No, well, tell me why I'm wrong. Go ahead, both of y'all.
Bruh.
The one in Dallas was great, of course.
Yeah.
The one not last week, because that's the one we are talking about. The one with they use the hammers.
They use the hammers 3 times was the thing. Like,
no, not just. I'm saying like they got to use weapons, which was the one in Dallas.
Yeah,
I like match 4. I did enjoy match 2, and then I did.
That's because that's because it was the pettiest match in wrestling.
That's why I liked it.
Of course, it was the best match. Yeah,
I mean, I liked that, but I didn't think the whole match was good. I enjoyed the spots. Again, it was a PWG match, like they went full comedy with it.
Match 3 is probably the best one.
Yeah, which one? Which one was they was making fun of that man?
Second one.
Yeah,
match 2. Yeah,
with the lariat and the bite and all that.
And he botched the buckshot on purpose.
No, to me, the
So you ain't
series just
enjoyed
hasn't.
Drip? You enjoyed it?
No, I enjoyed it. Again, like that's a great callback. But I'm saying like the whole series, and again, I haven't enjoyed the booking of it. The whole down 3-1, Nick Jackson trying to be Paul Pierce. It's just too overbooked, and that's kind of the problems with the Young Bucks in AEWs. Because they are in charge.
Not.
Yeah, they are.
We haven't even seen them all year. How can you say that?
What? They were gone for 4 weeks and came back. What do you mean?
It was longer than that, Drip.
No, they were there most of the year. Then they were gone for 4 weeks. Like
they was gone longer than that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 2022. They wasn't there like that.
They wasn't there that much. Cause when your boy got on there showing his ass.
No,
they wasn't on there.
They faced Jurassic Express and Red Dragon for the tag titles at Revolution. Then they faced the Hardy Boys at Double or Nothing.
Okay, that's like the first half.
No. Don't wait. Hey, then they were at Forbidden. Then they were on Forbidden Door with El Phantasmo facing Sting, Shingo, and Darby, and then they were at All Out winning the trios tag titles. They were there during the year. Don't forget they were the tag champs at some point, and they lost the titles to Swerve and Our Glory. Like they've been there. So don't act like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I do.
But you making it seem like they was there like that's all we saw most of the time. That's not true.
The whole point of the Hardys feud was them trying to put the Hardys back over, like giving them their win back.
But nobody really remember that.
Because it's the Hardys.
No, you know what? Hold on 1 second, y'all, if y'all don't mind. You know what's so crazy? I keep forgetting the Hardys are part of AEW.
Well, don't forget Jeff Hardy is currently battling demons, so he's.
Well, yeah, I don't really want to make fun of that because now it's serious because we ain't seen.
And after Stokely,
and
after Stokely, after told Matt Hardy to get his ass to the back, he got his ass to the back. So,
you know, I ain't got no jokes about Jeff because it's the longest we gone without seeing him, so it's serious.
Again, and the Young Bucks are on
like the Bucks, Drew.
No, I'm saying like, they were on TV when Kenny Omega gets to come back. They won all the trios matches to get there, and they were gone for a month, and then they come back, and again they just overbooked stuff.
It was longer than a month,
and it was not longer than a month.
Yes,
it was 2 months.
He just said 2 months. They just said it was 2 months.
Per research, it was 2 months. It did seem like it was a month though.
They were still on.
No, Banks, no, Banks, don't do that.
No. I'm saying like they still had the vignettes 3 weeks to before Full Gear happened. Remember they had those amazing vignettes. Those were good.
Right, the Bucks just can't help that they are who they are. They can't help that. So
you talking about one of the top 10 greatest tag teams ever? You right?
Exactly. They can't help that.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm just saying like they overbook stuff, and a lot of this feud has been overbooked, and that's why I'm not a fan.
No, it's not.
It was so predictable. I had predicted the ladder match was going to be the final because that's how easy it was.
That's what we want.
Yeah, I know the ladder match is going to be great, but I just would rather them have the ladder match instead of get there with 6 other steps.
No, we want all 6.
I don't even think the ladder match is going to be that good.
No, it will. Watch, it will.
Boy, they hurt. I don't know how
that's the thing. This might be my last game.
Yeah, they hurt and stuff. So
why did you? All right, what did you think this was the best one then, as well? Because that's the thing. I'm saying this is the best one, and all of it's just been a waste of time until now.
No, it wasn't, because that second one went off. I don't care.
Oh,
Chicago, that went off.
The second one and third one's probably my favorite.
The one in Dallas is my favorite one. But
that's because you were there.
Exactly. But the one in Chicago was my favorite. Yes, I love Petty.
I just love it because of the antics and the crowd saying F CM Punk. That was the best thing for me. Because it calls for it. Hey, just like CJ.
No, they were saying FCM. They were saying FCM Punk in New Jersey. In Chicago, they were saying "fuck the Young Bucks." Remember, it was flipped.
What Dirk say? You can't come back to your hood, huh? You was just sitting on my cousin. That's all in that woods, huh? Okay.
CM Punk would definitely have words about everybody from the South Side, but we won't go there because that's racial. It was good.
Look, he says, "I wish you would come."
All right, so overall, how you even feel about this, Dave, as far as like them having a 7-game series? Obviously, we knew it was going to be a 7-game series, but how do you feel about the whole program And
I said
as
it's a waste of time.
No, it's
I would.
not.
You can't win with this guy. This is my
No, 'cause
tag team partner. I love this man, but
I know what
sometimes
it's
just
leading
like,
to. They're going to get those titles back when they could have just had them right away.
mm-mm.
And then
I don't think they're
you
going
can't
over.
do it like that. You can't do it. Let them work.
because they want to break apart the
This
Death
is their
Triangle. I don't want them to break.
punishment. This is their punishment for what happened
Yeah.
because your boy want to get on the press and show his ass. So this is.
I think Death Triangle going over.
No, they turning heel.
No, they're breaking up.
Penta is hitting a heel run. We getting a Penta heel run in 2023. Lucha Brothers probably going back heel.
Okay, if y'all were booking, right, you individually, you would do it now. Where if I was booking it, I would have Death Triangle go over now and then do that heel run. That's about to happen. So you saying do it now and have
The whole time that
over?
they've been the heel run, they won. They beat Best Friends with the.
Have you
Hamlet
Have you been paying attention, man?
Yeah.
No, but I'm asking you, do you feel like the Elite should go over now to get the titles? That's what I'm saying. I would wait a little bit longer.
They served their punishment for defending themselves against that man.
Defending that man for a fight that probably didn't happen. They could have been just tongue wrestling the whole time. Just you doing this, yapping at the mouth. It probably was never any problems in the.
But no, the elite are going to win this. Like it was the whole point. Again, they never lost the titles. They were stripped of the titles, so they're obviously going to get them back. And hopefully, it sets up them versus the House of Black. But again, like the House of Black is kind of going back to just feuding with Eddie Kingston and Ortiz for no reason.
No, Ken, put Ken comment up. I'm gonna tell you why that would have been, because if they would have did that, they would have heard shit about that. Oh, right. They just give it EVPs can do whatever they want.
Just the EVPs are dragging this out just to give them what they want. That's what makes it even worse.
And get the belts. It'll be the same.
Oh, that's what it's about.
It'll be the same shit. Oh, EVPs, they get to do whatever they want and get the belts. No, they gotta let them. This they punishment. They gotta work for it.
And a great program came from it. Will we remember this 5 years?
They're making Kenny Omega go through all this shit when he has the most important match of the year so far in 2 days. This man should be resting and getting ready so him and Ospreay can have the match of the century. Instead, he's got to go on these he's got to do a one-winged angel off the fucking top of the scaffold just to like, and jeans, and Kenny Omega in jeans, such a weird visual. He seems like a guy who never wears jeans like Banks, like jeans. Fuck jeans.
All right.
He had a fatty too.
That was uncalled for. That was very uncalled for. Double uncalled for.
Double cheeked up Kenny.
Well, hey, I do too, so.
I got something for myself. Styles P. Hey, man. That's his fault for wanting to do that. Kenny Omega don't have to have that match, bro.
The Ospreay match?
This is probably punishment. That's what I'm saying. This is probably punishment. Like, y'all gonna get it back, but y'all gonna have to get it back like this.
What kind of punishment is that?
That is a punishment.
Punishment is them doing the job. Come on.
He fresh off injury. He got to do all these not consecutive matches. He got to do all these matches, then go overseas.
It is consecutive, damn near. Like that's the thing. It's like
he got to take a 16-hour flight, then come back to the States. He 38 years old.
He got to come from Japan to wrestle again.
They made him wrestle consistently for 3 straight weeks, and then they get a break, and then they're like, "Here's what you need to do, Kenny Omega. Even though you wrestled a whole year and a half injured, you're going right back in." For the same shit. We're giving you 7 matches in 8 weeks. Like
that's a punishment.
That's a punishment.
It's for him.
It's a punishment. Like
his body, like, hey, bro.
Y'all the best, right? Okay, here for doing that because we don't want Mr. Fragile here. So,
wow.
Go ahead.
He might, hey man, thinking about it now, Omega, long term, this ain't good for him at 38 years old.
What you mean?
This is a lot. Low key to travel, then come back, then wrestle in LA next week. Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
It's punishment
right now. That's a hell of a punishment.
He's getting a punishment. If you think about it, that's a lot. Japan, the flight to Japan is not a 3-hour flight.
Yeah.
And then he be in Japan for like 1 day. He get to see his boo. Then he gotta come back.
His boo.
Go to.
Oh, hey, listen, I thought you. I know where y'all was going with that. I was like, hold on now.
Yeah.
Come back.
How was that a weird look? Ken, if you a wrestler, right? I'm a wrestler on Wednesday. Gotta wake up on fucking like 2 something. The BTE was 12. His flight was at midnight.
Yeah, he probably left today. He had to.
Yeah, his flight at midnight to go to Japan, 16 hours. You don't have time to change or nothing like that. You probably got like 2 hours to yourself to get prepared for a match.
That's why the match is next week, because like this man can't have a match in Japan and take a flight to America. Like
that vertical will come back.
Yeah, that's why the match is next week in LA.
But still, you got people don't account for. You get over there, the time zone difference gonna mess you up. Your body ain't gonna be used to it. You don't know what time it is. Then you probably ain't gonna be able to get no sleep. Then the next day you got to get ready for the match. That's gonna be about 40 hours.
And then you're gonna do a fucking Frankensteiner off the top rope onto the apron. 10 minutes in, and you still have 30 minutes to go because it's about living and dying, Banks.
The good thing, though, while he was out suspended, you could tell that he was working.
Yeah, no, it definitely helps.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Like he looked like 2016 Kenny right now by the body.
And that's what I'm upset about. Like he got even more rest because they rushed him back too soon, and now he got more rest with that time off, and now they put him right back in the fucking shit again. Just
somebody was working out while others was having conversation with FTR Bald and stuff.
But I did like the spot because I always like the Matt Jackson Northern Light suplex repeating thing. Like it was great at Stadium Stampede when he did all 100 yards. So when he was doing it down the ramp and then he grabbed Phoenix as well, I like that spot. So that's why I thought this match is the best of the series.
I like how it started out like the old school back in my day in WWF Attitude Era. They start fighting backstage.
Back in my day.
Yeah, I'm from the old school, y'all.
From the old school. They was wrestling backstage.
That's the only time I like that dweeb Bob Holly.
That's throwback for real. Okay, and then after the game 6, what was after the game 6? I know it was women business. No, that's women business later. What happened? Yeah. And then Hook went like he was on his Gohan shit. No, yeah. Gohan. No, that wasn't. Yeah, that was Gohan, not Goten. Gohan.
You said go ahead. I said, who is Gohan?
That's probably how they would say it though, too. You never know. Like when I'll hear them pronounce something, it's like actually it's this way. I'm like, huh?
No,
like, we said this the other day with Darren Williams. Like,
well, actually, it's Gohan. Son of Kakarot.
Fucking Taz went straight dad mode the whole time. Like he
said, "That's my son."
He went straight dad mode. He was so happy. He was like, "You see that there? You see that heart? That's heart right there. I taught him that.
It's time for him to have a 10-minute match now.
That's the point. It'll be him and Jack Perry, aka Jungle Hook, will be their name, and they'll face Lee Moriarty and Big Bill.
Why are you killing the vibes? Oh my God, it's time for him to have a 10-minute match.
You know he needs to because we have to see if he's real at some point. We'll get to this with Jay Cargill later, but like at some point, Hook has to stop facing these jobbers and keep facing guys like Lee Moriarty because that was his best match, and he needs to keep facing like him, the Dan Garcias, to show that one day he will be a star in this company because he has the look. Again, the crowd loves him. He just needs actual tests at this point, and not diet tests like Big Bill. Like he needs to face wrestlers.
That's what
like
I'm saying.
Him and Jack Perry. This needs to lead to him and Jack Perry having a match. Not like they need to betray each other, but like, all right, now let's test each other and see who's that guy for real.
That's a nice angle to look at. I can see that.
Definitely be Goten versus Trunks. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack Perry comes down. He always runs down the ramp so awkwardly when he's trying to like attack someone. Yeah, he's just like ah.
Like Kermit.
And then the pyro be going off while he's running down.
Why I gotta like
and the music
and then like he was just again like beating Lee Moriarty, and then he grabs a fucking 2x4 like he's the Rock and Walking Tall, like. And then like he hits Big Bill on
that movie one time.
Classic movie.
I thought
Benny Hill.
Huh?
Is it Benny Hill or is Benny Hinn or Benny Hill? Benny Hill, right? The old,
It's been a hill, yeah.
That's how Jack Perry be running. Right.
Jungle Hook. Hook.
That's
jungle.
what I said. There'll be Jungle Hook. Yeah.
Hook Jungle.
But
Jungle Hook. Nah, when I heard his music come out in Dallas, I was like, oh shit. Okay, I kind of like where this going.
Tarzan boy hit, huh?
wait, what'd you say?
That was no straight. I said no. I said that music hit, don't it? Tarzan
the hooks?
boy.
Oh,
No,
no,
Oh, that you don't even know me. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
she's talking about the hook song.
You
Yeah,
don't
the hook
even
song is good.
know
And I don't even
me.
listen
Oh
to
no, I'm
actual
talking about
song.
oh dude. He say what he say? You
I
gonna
don't know.
fall like you autumn or some shit like
No, I'm getting out of here now. No.
Action Bronson. God, yeah, that sounds like one of his bars.
No, she's talking about a different guy right now. But no,
Oh, you talking about? Oh, never mind. He dressed like
shit I
Action Bronson.
You remember what I showed you, babe?
No, we got him. I gotta hit
Only
you.
ricochet, you gonna hear it's the whatever he said.
I gotta hit you with the Jonah Hill. I already know what you talking about, sis. But
no, she's right. When Hook's
You don't even know me.
song comes out, like that shit is like, oh shit, it's way better than Judas. That should have won Song of the Year.
oh no, you.
That's no. Judas did that song get a gold plat? No, Judas did.
I think look it up, Graham. Let's see if Blue Chips by Action
Action
Bronson.
Bronson ain't seen a gold.
Oh,
plat.
that's the man that I thought was black, right, Banks?
That sound like Ghostface, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's when Ghostface cut one of the greatest shoot promos of all time on him while playing Teddy Pendergrass in the
Oh, because he be
background.
trying to sound like him or something?
He disrespected him in a way on ESPN. He was like, yeah, I'm kind of, they old or something like that. I'm kind of better than Ghostface. He alluded to something like that. And that's when Ghost got in the camera. You done messed up now, boy. While Teddy Pendergrass is in the background. Great shoot interview, if anybody ever seen it.
I think I'm better let it go.
Hey, man, don't
Was it
ever
that
mess with the Woo. R.I.P. Papa Woo. No, it was a different one.
Turn off the lights. That one?
No, it was the
Light a
one about,
candle.
I forgot. I'll look
Joy. That one? Joy.
No, ain't no joy.
I'm trying to think of all the Teddy Pendergrass, all that.
I see Kid came in here on some BS today. Boy, what you
Yeah, Ken been listening to too much. Ken been listening to too much bullshit over the Christmas break. That's all it is. He been listening to too many pro WWE people.
Hey, what I said about Judas, I said that's white people's 52 nights or something like that. Or March Madness. I said something like that. That's their March Madness.
I know it ain't 50. I know you ain't comparing that to 56 nights because you're gonna make me mad now.
That's how they be going up to it. That's they
we don't do that.
That's they GP. Are you with me? They Kurt Franklin.
I just
Hey man, we ain't talking about Jeff
oh
Jarrett.
my gosh, yes, he's
We ain't talking about Jeff Jarrett. You can leave.
Oh, he said what they Sheena said when somebody loves you back. That's what
I think that was it.
It feels so good. Loving somebody.
Okay, go off, Auntie. You already got the bangs.
What happened?
Yeah, she definitely ain't listening to Teddy P. All right, what's the next thing, Graham?
My mama said breaking news. They about to call this Monday night football game because what happened, Mama?
Handling for the bill, they had to do CPR on him and give him oxygen.
Oh, he collapsed and rushed him to the hospital during the game. If you're watching the game, I guess that's what's going on right now.
God bless him, man.
Yeah.
Y'all pray for him. I don't want to see nobody collect. Yo, a lot of football players been getting kind of serious injuries this season. Didn't JJ White almost die?
Yeah.
I'm not joking about it. Did he not?
Did you say JJ White?
I said Watt. JJ.
You
Watt.
said JJ White, just like you said.
JJ White
nights.
is crazy.
Just like you said 52 nights instead of 56 nights. Like,
hey man,
Right, he about to make me mad because you don't disrespect Future songs like that. You know I'm Future Hive, just like I'm Beehive.
that's cute.
I've been 56 nights crazy.
He went from that to making our weight on you.
so let's talk about Rampage now. Since that was
Yeah.
oh no, wait, what was the main event of Dynamite?
Oh, the hair cutting. Samoa Joe put that boy in the dirt in front of the hose.
Wait, no, real quick. Did I not tell you this was gonna happen? Did I not tell you I didn't like how this was going when Samoa Joe attacked him backstage? And what happens? He gets his hair cut, and now Darby Allin's next up, and he's winning that title because they're in Seattle, and Darby Allin needs something to do, and Samoa Joe needs a rest because he's been working his ass off the last month and a half.
Oh, he sound like me.
You need a rest. I've been telling you that for 18 months now. Like,
It's about to happen, yo.
But no, this was actually
Darby
still a
Allin
good
getting
match.
it back in blood, everybody. We getting that Darby Allin TNT title run. Shout
I'm
out
about
to
to be in
Darby
hysterics when this match happened. I wish he hit the muscle buster on him. I will be in tears if that happened.
He will.
Shout
Like
out
Darby Allin will like kick out and be like, he's still got some in him. Like,
Shout out to the pillar, Darby Allin. Shout out to the pillar, Darby.
no, because
Allin.
every time I talk about Darby Allin, you play that fucking video, so you don't get it on the Darby Allin praise.
No, because no.
No.
I only do that because you talk mess about my Jericho. So we even Steven.
Well, Jericho still wishes he could wrestle half as good as Darby Allin can.
All right, man.
Darby Allin gotta live
Graham.
to see Jericho's age. Okay.
That was uncalled for, but you're right. Yeah. So he got the man bun cut. That was up.
You go low, I go to hell.
Yeah. How do you feel about this, Keeks? Since you think he's this fine white man.
Just have a nice little haircut. Wardlow can do anything because he's a nice looking white man, as you said. So yeah, he can just rock the drip cut that Drip used to have, but Drip cut it off.
He didn't meet man to just get it cut. Get that number one all around. Get that TI cut in 03.
He can have what Drip used to have, but Drip cut it. Because Drip likes to keep the ladies guessing, I guess.
Like to keep the ladies. He look like Tony Hawk Pro Skater character now. Look like Mike Valley.
Are you done?
Which one?
Who?
I'm never talking to you, Banks. That's obvious.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look at him.
No, I thought this match was good. Again, Wardlow is actually a really good wrestler for his size, and they botched his run, and now he has to start all over again. And it's not really his fault because the crowd still popped for him. That was the thing. He came out with the limp, and the crowd was going crazy for him, and the crowd was hoping he'd win. Because he just has that fighting spirit that, even though again it's weird to make Wardlow the underdog because he's 6'4" and can do these crazy things, but like I didn't like that decision. Again, it's another Tony Khan booking decision where it's like, you call yourself a booker, you son of a bitch. Like, wouldn't you give me this shit? But luckily Darby Allin comes out and it sets up that match, which the Darby Allin match a few weeks ago with Samoa Joe was great. And the writing's on the wall again, especially with the segment that we'll get to on Rampage between Sting and Darby. But that match is going to be good. And I'm happy Darby Allin's back in title contention because he actually should have won the Grand Slam tournament, but that's a whole different thing.
What is your beef, Drip?
Go ahead. And then I ask a question.
Ask your question.
What's your beef?
She want to know
What
the beef, and I got a question.
Beef with who?
How Samoa Joe did Wardlow? What's your beef?
No, I don't have a beef from him at all. My issues with Tony Khan misusing Wardlow, like he's misused every TNT champ since Darby Allin. Like, let's not forget, like Miro was just.
It's not more misused. It's just that it's kind of hard on a creative point, I guess. But Wardlow could get in the booth and fix it.
No, he doesn't even he's not that bad of a talker anyway. But I mean, like, let's not forget, like, all Miro did as TNT champ was just beat jobbers or lower card tier guys.
But y'all liked it.
No,
not me.
Jobbers.
People like
I didn't like that. And then he loses it to Sammy Guevara, who then had 2 horrible reigns, and then he lost that to Scorpion. And
but see, Sammy lost that momentum on himself. That had nothing to do with Tony.
Yeah, because the stupidest thing.
Shit.
It was Tony Khan trying to make this guy a babyface when he's the biggest heel that's ever existed in AEW.
He was a babyface though. That's the thing. He was.
He's Sammy Guevara. He'll never be a babyface.
No,
he did that fake proposal.
He started off was a babyface. Then the Tay Conti shit happened. Then it just rubbed folks the wrong way. So Sammy kind of did that on his own. Because Jericho, he tried. He's still trying. Like, it's like, bro, nobody's feeling Sammy right now, okay? You can't. Jericho, if you listening, stop. You cannot save him. Stop. Just stop.
He is not your savior.
And then, that's the thing. So that match ends Dynamite, the TNT title match, and what opens Rampage is what is now the better secondary title, the All-Atlantic title, because Orange Cassidy is elevating that title with these matches on Friday nights. Again, he's Mr. Friday Night now. And him and Trumberetta had a great match. It started off great with all the comedy spots. And then at some point you can tell like Orange Cassidy was kind of being a heel version of himself. And he wanted to show that he could beat Trumberetta.
Yeah, that was hurtful to see. I didn't like it. I was emotional. It gets lonely at the top, Orange Cassidy. It gets lonely at the top.
And Banks, have you been a Trumberetta fan? I can't remember when we've talked about New Japan if you enjoyed his work or not.
I enjoyed him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was happy when he came back.
I'm not a fan of the tag, but I like him.
Well, Chuck Taylor at this point, I think, is just kind of more a manager, mentor than an actual wrestler these days. And I like Chuck Taylor, but he's not as dedicated these days.
Wait a minute. What you mean? Trent is a great wrestler.
No, I'm saying Chuck Taylor.
No, that's what I'm about to get on Banks' ass about. What did Chuck do to you?
No, I just don't like the tag team, but I like Trent. I don't think Chuck bad. I just like the tag. I just like him.
We don't slander Chuck on this show. We don't slander best friends.
But at numerous times they've tried to. Trumberetta does have these singles matches where it's like Chuck Taylor's just on the outside cheering him on. So Trumberetta's at some point going to break off on his own.
We don't slander none of the best friends members on this show. I just want to let everybody know that we love the best friends here. Okay,
I like all the.
We can slander them anywhere else, but
the pretty colors and all that. That's cute.
We don't talk about the best friends.
That's cute. All the little pretty colors and all that. But Trent is that guy.
Shanties, we trying to get Stan on dark, but if you keep it up, it won't happen. Okay, we trying to get him on dark, and if you keep it up, okay.
He definitely qualified to be on one of them AEW.
Right, we trying.
He can actually work.
And she's stopping the grind right now.
He from Kentucky. I might slander him some more. Anyhow.
Yeah, he's from Kentucky and he's a Sixers fan.
Huh? How does that work?
It's weird. It's weird. What I was about to say.
This leads into the Kip Sabian.
Yes.
Kip Sabian, he was very evasive on his answers earlier, but it seems that
he reminds me of a villain. Shit, I had it earlier too. I was gonna say it on here.
I got it, villain.
Well, no, he's a British guy with dyed hair, and he's like dashingly. There was extravagance, wasn't it, madame? Like, yeah. Like he just talks like that, like he's a chip cheerio, like
like a Castlevania character.
Yeah, he's like a villain from he's a stereotypical English villain. Yeah,
you could tell when he do the thumbs up. Hey, yo, mate, I won the match. I beat the old black fella, didn't I?
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Thanks.
Hey, think this is Kofi Kingston? No, it's not him. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a member of like Slytherin. That's what he's kind of been going for since he came back with the way his hair is colored and all that. I mean, I think one of his moves is named after Harry Potter, but
I got that reference.
That's it. I was.
He looks like Draco Malfoy.
He reminds me of Lord Voldemort in a way.
No, he doesn't look like
Banks. Not look. I'm saying as far as like his character.
Banks, you look like Lord Voldemort now that I think about it.
Hey, hold on now, brother. Damn, you call me a reptile? What you doing? That's how you feel? I done been called a Ninja Turtle before, but not that.
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Yeah, I done been called Leonardo before.
Yeah.
That's fine. Somebody love it. What she say on Friday After Next? Somebody love it.
She said, "Don't you worry about it, bitch. I know somebody that like it."
Right.
No, I mean, no. The Kip Sabian jobber match. It just meant to set up the match of Orange Cassidy and Kip Sabian this week on Battle of the Belts, which that match will be good. Kip Sabian's underrated worker, and Orange Cassidy again is the workhorse in AEW. If it's not John Moxley or Jimmy Hayter, it's Orange Cassidy. And this has kind of been a decently built feud with the Trent 7 element, and then Dustin, that was kind of weak, but the Trent match.
They've been in the feud since the pandemic.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. It's always like Penelope Ford seems to have a thing for like Orange Cassidy in a way, even though like they'll never go that far. But it's like
been in something since the pandemic.
Like
what are you trying to say?
You be wanting to do this to him all the time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 thumbs up. This ain't like the man on review in a living color. I get that 2 snaps and all around.
That's what you be doing with your thumb?
This?
I'm talking to Banks. I mean, Drip.
What else am I supposed to do with it?
I was just asking a question.
And I'm asking you a question.
Graham, get us to the next segment.
Okay, we'll move forward. Swerve Strickland and Wheeler Yuta. They have indie history feud. Wheeler Yuta was like, "I don't appreciate what you doing, dog," or whatever the fuck he said. And Swerve was like,
he said, "You and your crackers, you need to get out of here." Yeah.
He said it, not me, y'all. Hey.
Wait a minute.
He got kicked by some Reebok boots, yo.
Nah, those are custom built.
Some feelers? He got some custom built feelers?
Banks, chill out.
No, I ain't got no problem with him. You know that.
He created his own wrestling shoe. I think he's like I'm the first wrestler whoever created their own wrestling shoe. And someone who you're not fond of, Banks, said they look like Final Fantasy boots. Like,
well, I'm not fond of. You got to put in a private chat or text.
Yeah, I'll tell you offline. Yeah.
And then maybe I saw.
That's a good reference, though. I like that.
California.
Yeah.
Put Tristan comment up. Now it may be cold on the East Coast, on the other side of town. It never rains.
Well, Wheeler, you the kids won't be raining out of him after that.
Okay. Oh, you mean he won't be raining kids onto someone?
Yeah, they won't be raining out here. It never in Southern.
It never
Much
rains.
like Arizona. What did we just say the other day, Banks? Like,
Yeah.
The phones is tapped. I know.
But no, I mean this match is good. Again, Wheeler, he was. Who did you get breakout start of the year to? Was
Oh,
it,
2020 this year?
Yeah, 2022.
Wasn't Jamie Hayter?
Or most improved? Like who? Because I thought I had said.
Oh, the most improved male.
Was it Hobbs?
No, he was nominated. It wasn't him. It was who did I pick?
I thought it was Jamie Hayter for the. I know it was Jamie.
No,
Hayter
Jamie Hayter was MVP. The most improved female was Penelope Ford. The most improved male. Oh, Max Caster.
Yeah, all right, that's justified. Yeah, because afterwards I said, "What about Wheeler Yuta or Daniel Garcia?"
He wasn't nominated.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, who was the 2 Saints Row characters that be with him?
That'd
be Swerve.
It was Brock Lesnar's.
Brock Lesnar, baby, and then he said this guy will learn about him later. So
they just keep calling.
He's still in training.
They just call him the tattooed white guy. Literally, that's what they keep calling him, like this tattooed man who remains nameless. But it's funny how everyone.
He looked like he been in prison, so I wouldn't mess with him.
No, he looked like he from Barstow. I didn't seen this movie before.
Well, he looked like he'll. I don't know. I wouldn't even fuck with dude.
Hey, I ain't got no jokes, bro.
Right, I don't want no smoke.
I don't want zero problems, big fella.
I don't want no smoke with you.
Now,
the funny thing about Parker Boudreaux though is like when everyone saw him as like a football player, like this guy looks like Brock Lesnar. WWE needs to sign him, and then once they sign him, like, all right, WWE's got the next big thing. It's terrible in the ring. They just shit on him right away.
He be with all the rappers though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep Mr. Hamlin in my prayers. I guess they are stopping him.
We'll talk about that because it's like NFL players going through it this year, boy.
Yeah,
But nah, he be with all the rappers. He be with.
He must be their security then. He must did some things. He must be their security or something like that and want to just start rapping.
Cause he was in the studio with Lil Baby. I said, "How you get next to Lil Baby, bro?"
Yeah, he must be a real ass security or something. I don't listen, Mr. Tattoo Face Man. I don't want no smoke with you. I don't have no jokes. I ain't say nothing. It was Banks. So
I bet.
No, but we skipped over something because John Moxley had a promo. And he keeps calling out Adam Hangman Page like an asshole. And this is a great story. And the match is going to be epic. And they'll be having it next week in LA.
Adam Page going to beat his ass.
It's going to be the Death Rider versus the Cowboy.
Adam Page that's a sexy man, right? That's a man. Okay. Adam Page is a man. That's a man right there.
What Moxley said, he says you better be healthy or something. He said you better get your health up.
He said you're weak. He said, hey, Adam Hangman Page has been injured. I've been injured for 10 years or something like that. He's like, I'm still
just
going.
like me.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, hold on, turn that shit up. Turn that shit up.
I had to do the point from What's My Time in Hollywood.
But yeah, no, it was a great promo, and that was Rampage, and then we'll get into women, like the women's business, right?
Wait, hold on. Can I talk about the promo that happened last week?
What promo, Banks?
Well, that was 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, on my birthday. But we need to run that back. That was promo of the year. Big Fat Funky.
Okay.
I got the G-Wagon for you right now. When the GOAT, Rick Ross, said that. That was 2 weeks ago, but still.
You a big
motherfucker.
Big Fat Funky.
Oh, no, we also forgot the Sting Darby Allin promo. That was good. And that
was all right.
That's the icon our icon might be retiring this year. It looks like he's hanging the curtains this year, y'all. I'm gonna cry.
He's 63.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying right now. I'm 63, Darby.
Like Keeks, he been wrestling longer than we've been alive. He can call it.
He have 10 more years in him. If Ric Flair can do it, he can too.
Ric Flair almost died in the ring.
Right. The alcohol didn't kill him, but being in the ring did. He barely did anything.
Banks.
No, it's a fact. He's not lying. Like, let him say it. Like,
and then you entertain him.
No, you want his list of drinking habits. He just said it.
Whereas like Sting had like a bad neck injury, and then he's like, you know what? 6 years later, let me give it a try. Like,
which is fine. That's cool.
I'm gonna cry.
He's 63. What you gonna cry about?
That's my icon. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like your inner childhood is kind of coming to an end a little bit. Well, not really, because Jericho's still hanging. Now
he's one of my
Jericho call it quits, y'all. Y'all gotta check on me for real. Check on me.
He in my
I'll
top
be celebrating
10
that day like
Well, January 6th almost here. Look, he is one of my favorite all time. He's in my top 10.
I heard that.
He's in my top 10. Keeks, he should have retired 10, 20 years ago. We would have been cool. He's 63 years old. He been 30 plus years longer than I've been alive. I'm 34. That man could call it today. And I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, so Sting announced, if you don't know, he said that, you know, when he goes out, he wants Darby to be a part of it. So it looks like this year we may see the curtains calling on Sting.
Out of everybody else?
He said, riddle me that.
Bro,
yes, Darby Allin is his son. Why would he not want his son to be part of it?
He can't call Muda. Who else alive that can wrestle right now?
No, they're having the 6-man tag together in like 2 weeks.
No, get a single. That's great. I know. I want a single match.
You just saw Great Muda go like.
Great Muda was barely holding on.
Like that was.
What do you do, Davis?
Great Muda was barely holding on to Shinsuke.
He had to warm the mist up. He said, "All right, hold on, one time."
Shinsuke did the Lord's work on that match. Shinsuke had pray for Shinsuke back.
Right, because Muda was up here. I think I got some bits left. I think. Yeah.
Remember in The Incredibles when he has his first mission? He's like, I have my back. Oh,
wait, hold on. What did he say?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Rock ain't more of an icon than Sting. And we from the.
You talking about these Sting?
The Rock had a cup of coffee for 7 years in the business and went to act. All right.
Oh, is that what we call it?
Are you saying, Vaughn? Are you saying out of your own fingers are you typing that the Dwayne Liar Johnson Rock is more of an icon than Sting? Are you saying that right now? Because if you saying that right now, I'm trying not to. Okay.
Here you go. Y'all about to get him wrapped up. He get charged up. He like Game Breaker off NFL Street too.
No,
Here I go. Nah, bro. And I love The Rock. The Rock is in my personal probably top 5, top 10.
Vaughn been listening to. See, he listening to them other shows way too much to be saying some shit like that. Now, this something The Rock would probably whoop your ass for saying. Okay, don't do that.
Rock is a Hollywood icon. He probably wrestled
he's
icon in the
like,
sense
we ain't about to. Come on now, Sting is.
He a legend in pro. He one of the greatest of all time. I'll just say that.
Sting is an icon. Sting is the babyface icon. Like the baby faces that y'all be prioritizing. Sting created that shit. Okay.
Yeah, when you got decades on you, bro. Yeah, you bigger than The Rock. I'm sorry. I know it's WWE, but then Sting went to WWE as well. So it's kind of like, bro, he done been to every promotion. He got 30 plus years in the business. He done wrestled your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. So I can't. Yeah, I got to go with Sting, bro. Yeah, and I love The Rock.
Yeah, don't.
The Rock wipes a monkey ass. Like what you think?
Do not play with his top like that. Don't do that.
Davis, I was gonna wild out and say who I wanted him to have his last match with, but yeah.
Why y'all trying to play Sting like Sting is not all as well
Keeks,
out there as far as the media?
You got to remember.
How old are y'all? Because
that's what I'm about to say. They young.
Y'all got to be young because Sting is not also known in wrestling. You know, Sting is part of the fucking Cowboy staff.
Oh yeah, I just learned that last week from the Patreon.
Everybody knows who Sting is. Like even if you didn't watch WCW, people still know who the fuck Sting is.
Yeah, because he's the innovator of being up in the rafters. Like he's
up in the rafters. Yeah,
he's the pioneer of that. Like Kanye West was in the rafters on some Sting shit. Everyone said the same thing. Like everyone loves to use those gifts or like the mask, and everyone wants to paint their face. Shout out to Amp and his cousin. They want to paint their face like Sting. Everyone wanted to be Sting, especially Crow era Sting. And sure,
fine. This ain't no WWE show, okay? You ask them questions over there at Jobber Tears and all of them. We don't do that over here, okay? We don't do that here, okay? All right, I probably won't take no more breaks the way that y'all coming in these comments. Y'all been listening to that bullshit for too long, okay? We don't.
That you sound like Sting talking to Darby Allin. He's like, you want me to say I don't believe in you, Darby, so I can doubt you like everyone else doubts you, or else like so you can have that chip on your. He was giving him the Rocky speech, like, huh? He's like, get up, Rock.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know that till last week when I was on the Patreon. No, bro, we don't. I don't.
Cause he got a house over here in Lake Highlands, so that's why I was like, oh. Speaking of. Did Shane McMahon move out here too? Because I saw him at Lake Highlands too.
Everybody moving to Texas. Everybody moving to Texas.
I ain't know that. I'm like, when did they? Because they was just casually walking their dog in Lake Highlands, and I'm like, did they move out here?
Hey, Pinky, you thinking what I'm thinking?
What?
I'm looking at him. Everybody moving to Texas.
They can sub me all day. Hey. I'm just saying, like y'all, some of y'all came in these comments. This ain't like y'all. Y'all been listening. I'm sorry that I was out because I had a family, but y'all lost y'all minds up in the comments now. Vaughn talking about
you must lost your goddamn mind.
Stuff. Y'all lost y'all mind. I need to get my.
I don't. My thing is, and we don't even need to stay on here this long unless y'all want to. I just don't understand how. The dude that is WCW, I understand Ric Flair and all them back in the Jim Crockett era help put WCW on the map, but Sting has always been WCW.
Yeah, it's my greatest opponent. Sting.
Like Ric Flair said that, and Ric Flair, do we need to name that list of people he been against? Arguably the greatest of all time. Top 3 by far, but
he's literally like one of the forefathers of WCW.
Y'all love WCW,
not disrespect
right?
Sting like that. Like, don't Like I get that some of y'all were brainwashed and you only focused on one promotion, so you based off everything off of that one promotion. But you have to understand the current wrestling. If you know your wrestling history, everything. If WCW did not exist, modern day wrestling will be not where it is today. Like they literally get everything off of WCW. Everything from storytelling, characters, all of that. WCW
Lucha.
Cruiserweight division is WCW. So I commend Eric Bischoff and all of the other stuff because they walk so some of these folks can run, okay? So, and we got a WCW stand in the chat, so you know don't come with that
Get
bullshit.
her out of here.
Me as well. I got my 2 shirts coming, my Nitro and my Thunder shirt. Also, too, if y'all too young, well, a lot of y'all are young. Y'all know about Alex Wright. Y'all should get out of here if you don't know about Alex Wright, one of the greatest of all time.
Alex Wright, bro. All right, let's move on.
Right.
y'all know about the
Move on. Vaughn, yes, you did. You just said that The Rock is a bigger icon than Sting. That is playing in Sting's face.
It is.
That's playing in his face.
And look, she going at you, and that Davis ain't saying nothing. He just watching like Sting. See how the reference work? He just watching it for the Raptors.
Yeah, that's playing in Sting's face. Don't. What else? Oh, let me get into women business, I guess.
All men should stay out of women business because that's women business.
Let me see. In Dynamite, we had Miss Willow did the booty dance. Yeah, she popped it. It was Willow, Ruby Soho, and Tay and Anna Jay. Let me talk about Anna Jay for a second. Hold on. Jungle Boy knew what he was doing, okay? Anna Jay is beautiful. That now, if you are thirsting over milks that's thick, Anna Jay should be the one that y'all should be thirsting over, not Miss Mega the Stallion over there and over there, okay? Anna Jay, that is Georgia yams all day long, okay? That lady is from Atlanta, okay? That's Georgia, okay? Anna Jay is beautiful. I was like, yeah, okay. But besides all the booty dancing that was going on, that match was pretty good. It was a good match. Ruby Soho and Tay Conti, I like their little feud that they have going on. Tay Conti doing well in the ring. Anna Jay, she's taking bumps well. Willow speaks for herself. I don't have to say too much about Willow. She's a beast. Ruby Soho. I like what I see out of Ruby Soho. I never was really a fan of Ruby Soho. No shade to her. I wasn't a fan like that of hers, but she's starting to kind of win me over a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry, Dr. Umar. I'm sorry on this one, but yes, Anna Jay is the beautiful milk Southern white girl. Okay. What else happened? On Dynamite. Can you put on the, I'm sorry, I don't remember. What else happened on Dynamite? Y'all can talk.
That was only the real women's segment on Dynamite because on Rampage, it was Jay Cargill versus Kara Hogan, and then Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter had a promo later at the end of the show.
Yes. We had a Banks type of match on Rampage. It was Jay Cargill versus Kiera Hogan. I did see some stuff on there. It's hinting that Red Velvet definitely may be going after the title in the absence of we wanted our Jay Cargill versus Chris Statlander, but we probably still end up getting that. But it's looking like it's towards Red Velvet right now. Look at Red Velvet looking at her. Red Velvet is plotting.
She's just like me.
She's just like me for real. Look at that plotting.
Scheming,
pressure.
Plotting,
yeah,
scheming,
look at her. She's so
plotting.
beautiful. I love Red Velvet. I've always liked her. So yeah, so Jay Cargill stopped that girl. Poor Kiera Hogan. But I want to see more Kiera Hogan. She did real good selling to Jade. Kiera Hogan is a good wrestler. So hopefully in 2023 we see more of Kiera Hogan.
No, I was just
storylines
thinking the same
and
the whole
and
time.
being included full time.
I was just say I want her to see her to face Jamie Hayter next up at some point. I think they'd have a great match between the two. Because Kiera Hogan was mounting that comeback offense really well, and it was working, and the crowd was getting behind her. So she would become a babyface women's contender. I think her, Jamie Hayter, or her and Serena, her and Serena D would have some good matches. So.
What did y'all think of Jade Cargill's choke slam?
It's pretty good.
Choke slam.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's the thing. And Paul White was on commentary, and he was horrible. Whew, he's bad. He's can't do a damn thing.
I tolerate him on when he's on Elevation. And,
he can't wrestle. He can't talk.
All right, bro. Cut his mic. You going too far about the big show.
He can't act.
Yes, he can.
Is this WCW Slander episode? This is what we doing. Y'all so young in this chat, and Davis is definitely young. Breath smell like Similac. Don't ever disrespect Paul White.
But no, that's because
the big slow.
Because Jay Cargill did the choke slam, and he was like, that's a good move. I should try that. And I'm like, fuck off.
That was nice. It was funny. Why you being a player hater? That was nice.
That was nice. Drip is so hard.
Right. Like, why you always hating on the big show, bro? What do you do?
Because he reminds me of you. That's why.
Heel turn, face turn. We both could work, and we both 10 foot taller than you. So yeah.
Don't do him. But I was saying in the chat, I was like, "Oh, let me tell Banks, guess who match." Banks got so happy. He said, "What you say, Banks?" Tell
I said I got my Christmas gift.
No, that's not what you said.
I can't say what else I said.
Oh, okay.
Right. I can't say nothing else.
Y'all just know Banks was out of pocket when I had told him.
I don't want Deja thinking I'm
so y'all be texting and shit? Okay.
Yeah, that's my sister.
No, I was just telling him about the match.
That's fine.
No, I wasn't texting him. I would never do that to you.
But I think now I'm interested in this tag partner situation because even though Toni Storm came back to save Saraya, they're still not saying it's Toni Storm. And I'm like, it's and the whole time I'm like, it's literally not going to be who I think it is because that's too easy. Like, it's not going to be who we think it is.
Listen, people are speculating that it's Victoria. I'm like, you know what? It might be Victoria.
I ain't the lady to mess with. Go. She had that fire song. Like I was like
Victoria, or like I was seeing Victoria, Naomi, of course, Sasha Banks, and then somebody said fucking Thunder Rosa, and I was like,
oh my god.
I swear on everything I love, I was like, Thunder Rosa about to come back, huh? And I'll be in tears.
Oh, I'm gonna break.
I would start laughing. I'm be like, you know what, women business.
Women's business. Fucking we ball. Ever. If that's the case, this is gonna be the greatest women's business segment ever. I'm gonna be in tears. You gotta start the show off with that.
Matt said Nia Jax. Don't piss me off. Please don't.
Nah, bruh, they can't. All right. If it's Victoria, I understand because she's from LA. Well, she's from Riverside, but
right. That's why they was like, it might be Victoria.
It's not gonna be Victoria. Does she even wrestle anymore?
Yeah.
She wrestled.
She still be booked. Drip, don't disrespect.
No, I'm saying, is she like in NWA or something, or just like on the indies? Like,
no, she do like
she do like indie shit sometime from time to time, but she trains, if that counts.
With the knee brace.
No, I know that, but I just wasn't sure if she was actually still wrestling like that. Because I'm like, don't give Victoria like the chance to like come back if she hasn't been wrestling. Like,
I saw her at WoW, bro. She smoked a Newport before she got in the ring, and I'm not joking. I am not.
TonyCon, if you listening, if you really want to make me happy, bring Melina Finance in there. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Another LA lady.
Get Melina.
Bro, what you said on the Patreon?
Banks is going, get a cake.
Get Melina. Listen.
I can't say what I said.
No, say it. Get on the screen and say it.
Patreon.
Nah, it's behind a paywall for a reason.
Oh, you're really actually doing
okay.
Yeah,
pay the 10.
Chill.
Yeah.
Okay,
if you really love me, TonyCon, you get Melina because I just want to see the split.
Que pasa, quesadilla?
Well, no, if he really loved you, it would be Fabi Apache, right?
She did. I saw it. I seen it in 2019, bro. Wow, I went up in smoke. What if it's AJ Lee? What if it's AJ Lee?
Now, come on.
Y'all really gonna have me laughing. I'm had to
You want that man to get divorced? Like, come on.
I would like to see it.
I would like to see Melina.
We just agree. It's me, you, and Graham. Yes, and David to a certain extent. Yes, we want to see her. I would absolutely love to see her.
I've always liked seeing Melina. Believe me, yeah.
She do the splits. I'm telling y'all.
I get that funky guitar was like.
Nah, when Melina music hit last year at the Royal Rumble, I almost lost my shit.
I lost something.
That's my crush right there. I was like,
well, he don't know how to keep a bad one.
Then she got thick too. And she did the whole turn and the mud was.
Hey, can we get her on Public Enemies, Graham? I'll be on there. I'll be the fourth member.
Again,
Melina, we love you, Melina.
She comes on the show, you're just like,
yeah.
Melina, we love you. We love everything about you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what other women free agent wrestlers are ones that they could bring over. I mean, I don't think it would be like Kyrie Hojo or Kyrie. She'd come over after wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom. I don't think that's possible. Like,
no, that's a mission.
Even though there was a connection with the Kabuki Warriors and Paige at that point.
No, it's either Victoria, Trinity, Sasha, Melina.
You think
it's Thunder Rosa. Banks was right when he said Thunder Rosa. I'm like,
Thunder Rosa or Toni Storm.
It's Thunder Rosa.
In all seriousness,
Paige.
Her mom,
right?
No, what's the one that was with Nyla Rose?
Oh, Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
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 We just have to wait and see y'all.
Do Nia Jax even got social media? What's she been doing? I know she was queuing off for a minute.
You should know.
She's doing what she's supposed to do. Stay offline.
Your girl was on there too in them rooms.
Who?
Showing feet or showing blue wig. Davis.
Who's my girl?
Forget. The one that didn't want to take them shots. I ain't forget that was you. That was you with them blue wigs. Talking about I ain't taking no shots. That was you in them rooms showing feet and lace front. That went like this.
Who was that, Banks? Tell me.
The one that tricked y'all. Let's move on. That's how her wigs used to be talking about Kiera Hogan stealing your wigs. Nah.
Banks.
You're lying.
You are out of pocket, Banks. All right, let's move on.
Now my snapback came
Davis,
off like a wig.
Yeah, get him out of here. Husband, who is your AEW wrestler of 2022 before we start on the breakthrough of 2023?
It's going to be the easiest choice, which is pretty generic and basic, but it's Orange Cassidy. Again, I mean, his rise throughout the year. I mean, he finally won a title, which many have been clamoring for since he joined AEW. And this year, he was his most serious that he's ever been. And it seems like he'll continue that trend at the start of 2023, I think. And again, he literally carried everyone in any match he's faced. I mean, him and Will Ospreay, great match. Him and Wardlow, great match. Him and Ethan Page, great match. Him and Jay Lethal. Like, I got to see him have a good match with Arya Daivari at Rampage when they were here in Minneapolis. And afterwards, like, you could see the kind of the figure he can be at the top of the company, like as a face. I don't think he's used as much, even though he is kind of in the media. Like, he's gone to MLB TV a few times, but afterwards, like, a kid from the crowd came in and the best friends did like the best friend hug with this little kid. And you can see like Orange Cassidy has that like John Cena Make-A-Wish type vibe to him. And Orange Cassidy, again, he's for women, he's for men, he's for old people, he's for kids. He's kind of guy I think got the most approval rating within AEW, and hopefully in this coming year he wins the big one. He becomes the AEW World Champion. But again, his matches every time on TV were my favorite matches of the week whenever I watched them.
He has to fall in line because I have a fantasy booking right now, and you're messing it up. So he can't be champion right now.
And again, and his comedy with Mark Henry was good on Rampage when he'd be like, "Welcome to Rampage," and him and Mark Henry just like he'd cut off Mark Henry. So Orange Cassidy, my wrestler of the year.
I like it that he carries that belt in the fucking backpack. That is, and he like, I want to challenge you for the belt. He'd be like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
he's a fighting champion, unlike some people. Yeah, he's about that action. Orange Cassidy says he's like Ryan Gosling.
I'm with it. I'm with the slander. I'm with the slander all day. You know, I'm with it all day.
Fighting
Yes.
like
Fighting champion. Jamie
who,
Hayter. Yeah.
Who are you alluding to?
Orange Cassidy.
Sir? Who are
A
you
lot of people
alluding
don't
to?
defend their titles as much as he does. He almost defends it every single week or close to it.
The person that cried his way to the championship. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's that simple. Again, like how many title defenses does he had versus Orange Cassidy? Again, and when he wrestles, it's definitely not worth the price of admission compared to like Orange Cassidy gives you his money's worth. Gives you your money's worth every single week.
Period. Bitch it. No man. My AEW wrestler of 2022 is everybody knows it is my GOAT.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
I become. That's my wipe me down. I become mad.
He gonna be on this show at some point, people. Trust me.
Should it in my mind?
This woman is number one fan. I mean, I understand why, but he definitely got to be on this show. Somehow it's gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen because Public Enemies said some other shit the other day. So he ain't coming.
They know it's a work. It's a red.
He got us blocked. He don't be seeing nothing we say.
Okay, never mind.
Unless it's on the burner. You know everybody got the burner.
And then they was like, oh yeah, when NBA Twitter, blah blah, they brought it back up. I was like, he ain't never come.
I Keeks. I'm a post a clip of the roster review when we talked about WWE roster 2008 and how Chris Jericho was killing shit. So we gotta show him some love.
When he was the guy in the suit.
When he killed CM Punk on that one promo that they did, when he said, I am up here and all of you are right here. And he said to CM Punk, and that brings me to you, Punk. Look at me when I'm talking to you, boy.
Yeah, and look at him years later on January 6th, storming the Capitol, doing the same thing.
At least he ain't watching no buckshot.
How did that run end in 2008? The GOAT John Cena came back to his hometown in fucking Boston and won that World Heavyweight Championship.
At least he ain't botching no buckshot and passing out ice cream like a nerd and passing out coffee like a nerd.
Oh no, because Chris Jericho just leaves the title in the car to get stolen while he's drunk as fuck. Yeah.
Oh well, he turned up.
Yeah, I've left way less valuable things drunk in the car.
No, but you know damn well Chris Jericho sees the Public Enemies on tour, goes like, "Oh yeah, enemies! Like I got something for you." Like,
why would they say that?
Hold on, put that comment up. I got it. You talking about the same January 6th that y'all still watching Raw and SmackDown? You talking about the same one that
you're
WWE
acting like Tony Khan's dad didn't give Donald Trump money either. Like
you talking about what WWE money that was funded for that? That's what we talking about. We talking about that one. Chris Jericho, if you listening, I hope one day you release who was all at the meeting. You release who all was like, yeah, do it.
Now you're condoning snitching. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at
that. Since you talking about y'all watching Raw right now. What is you saying? You watching
going
Raw
to sleep.
Right now. And that was Linda McMahon uses that WWE money for that. What you saying? What is you talking about? You talking about the same six that the whole McMahon family took a picture with the man?
And I wear New Balances.
Yeah, and who's Tony Khan's dad?
They take a picture with Biden. You know why ain't take a picture with them?
It might be done, Sean.
How come? Why they ain't take a picture with them?
Thanks. Who's your AEW wrestler?
Did they take a picture with Obama?
I actually think Vince McMahon likes Barack Obama, to be honest.
Yeah.
He said it's all about the money. Remember when he fought Pete Rosenberg? It's all about the money.
Yeah. So while y'all watching y'all Raw and y'all SmackDown, yeah. So
you bullied me to watch it. I had to watch it.
Y'all watching y'all Raw and y'all SmackDown. Y'all cover Raw and SmackDown.
Saying the same thing.
I'm pretty sure Jericho want to be like, Stephanie was there too. Trips was there. Shane and them was there.
You can't go walk up the
This
steps
was
on
at the
bad
meeting.
quad.
What you saying? Why y'all calling him Papa H? So I can like my controversial white guy. Y'all like y'all's.
Hey man, get her out. Put her on user timeout, brother.
I can like mine. Y'all like y'all controversial white people. I like mine. There you go.
And some black people. I know people that listen to R. Kelly.
I mean, cause y'all in here,
like
y'all
that.
in the chat talking about January 6th, and then in the same mouth calling Triple H Papa H.
Which is kind of, problematic in more ways.
Yeah, it's problematic itself. He's problematic. So yeah.
No, well, you calling a white man Papa.
It ain't no different.
So,
So if y'all gonna go low, I'm going to hell. So yeah, we in the same boat. Yeah, y'all still Stone Cold fans.
Okay, hey. Okay, what was your favorite?
Yeah.
What were your favorite Jericho moments of the year?
Smart.
He had
You
many.
came in here at the
My
wrong time.
favorite Jericho moment of the year. It's so many. Oh my god.
She just did the R. Kelly. How many?
My favorite Jericho moment of the year is, of course, the feud with Bryan Danielson. I loved it. It was so fun. I like a lot of moments with Jericho. Jericho never ceased to amaze me.
You're full of malarkey right now.
Jericho never seems to be Judas in my mind.
This is hogwash.
Nah, but he created the JAS.
A long way.
Right? He created the JAS this year.
Mm-hmm.
He mentored Daniel Garcia. He beat Bryan Danielson. He won the ROH World title to be the Ocho.
The Ocho.
He got back in shape. Most importantly, stopped looking like an air fryer, as Ricky Starks said.
That was lame.
He bought a whole bunch of Just for Men to stay young.
No, that wasn't even funny. I know y'all wasn't even laughing. Y'all just went, ha ha ha. Because, pissed off Kiki. As long as that shit was not funny.
But that's funny because Starks got it. Come on now.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't funny. Air fryer, you can do better than that.
Chris Jericho thought it was funny. You see how he was
Jericho probably wrote it for him.
Oh my God. Banks.
I don't know about that. He's funny,
Banks,
but he ain't Starks funny.
Who is your wrestler of the year, Banks?
It's a bunch of people that's built like Big Shows that was laughing at Chris Jericho's body shaming and too. Y'all need to settle down. If you can't see your private area, you don't have no room to talk.
Why are you talking about one of my exes? All right, she don't watch wrestling.
I'm just saying, I can see mine.
Ain't no wrong with no big women.
Judas in my mind. Don't be body shaming if you can't see yours.
Well, she got a tricep like Mark Henry. You know she could cook. Anyhow,
you built like stoves. You can't say nothing about my Chris Jericho. If you built like this, you can't say nothing about my Chris Jericho.
Banks, start talking or get the fuck out.
I can't. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? Stupid? Can I? Is it Mama? Can I talk now? Auntie, can I talk now?
People was getting a little comfortable.
That's how I do with Keeks. Hey, when she be talking, I'll be quiet. When she leave, I'll be talking again.
Go ahead. No more.
Sit down, Ralph. Shut up.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hey, man.
Anything
so it was a tough decision. I had to really look at the criteria.
Yours is even more easier than hers, to be honest.
Wait, come on, brother. Who you think it is? Go ahead.
Actually, all three of our choices are like spot on. So again, go ahead.
How you know I wasn't gonna go with Samoa Joe?
Because you've been fucking spitting on Samoa Joe's grave. Like, you embarrass me. I worshipped you.
She is thick as Samoa Joe. Wait, pause.
Whoa. All right now.
Styles P, track 13 on Ghost in the Chill. Kiera Hogan.
What was your favorite Kiera Hogan match?
She thick as the back of his neck.
What was your favorite Kiera Hogan match?
What's the favorite Kiera Hogan match of 2022?
How many?
Yeah, how many? How many did
The
you?
match she had with the Baddies, the dark matches on Elevation, the match she had, everybody she be having with her homegirl, privately.
The matches you have of her in your dreams, right?
Every match she had with a homegirl.
They on the pole match. Yeah, she put on some 5-star class. I think Dave Meltzer agree with me, right? Brian Alvarez, 5 out of 5 stars every match she has. So that's my wrestler of the year. Everybody, thank you for being here.
May said that one match she had with a homegirl.
I call her. I know that's her girl, but I'm gonna say Cone girl. You feel me? Yeah, thank you, Sean. The match with her versus Athena, that was a good match. No, that's all right. That was a good match too. I was very satisfied with the both of them wrestling, putting on, old tactical match.
Nah, Athena put her in the dirt. I'm sorry.
Athena was beating up a lot of.
Athena beat her ass.
Athena's beating up a lot of people this year.
Athena beat her ass like she owed her some money. Like shit.
Athena was beating up a lot of people this year. I don't know what was wrong with her.
Ass. I'm sorry. Okay.
I do not wear Pele jeans.
All right. So who do you think will be the breakout wrestler of 2023? Mr. My husband gets to go first.
The white man go first. That's crazy.
He was starting to break out last year. Because he made it over to America, but now that he'll be here permanently, I think it'll be Konosuke Takeshita's year. I think he'll grab gold in AEW, either the All Atlantic title. Yeah, the Cinnabon God himself. So I'd say it's Takeshita. If I were to pick a woman as well to keep it fair, I really hope, because they put Sky Blue on TV a lot, but she's not technically all elite. But she has shine like in the matches she's had, so maybe she can be the breakout female wrestler of the year.
That's cute. What about you?
I think she'll be on TV this week. And she's had numerous matches on AEW, but she's technically not a member of the roster yet. But maybe she will be.
Okay, Kiara Hogan back too. So yeah, okay.
5-star classic match.
Banks, who is your breakout of 2023 in AEW?
Hey man, y'all gonna put some respect on their name this year, man. All that I like the Usos, all that FTR, that's cool. I don't mess with them. Listen, y'all know how I get down to Briscoes, but y'all gonna respect their claim this year.
I said AEW, not ROH.
No, I said acclaimed. That's what I'm saying. They gonna respect.
They claimed already broke through.
They already broke through.
It's the year when everybody. No, this the year when people say this is the best tag team. They gonna force themselves to be the best tag team this year. I don't care what promotion. They got to be non-biased about it. Their claim has to be the best tag team this year and overall the breakthrough where it's like they know. Like how people get pressed outside of wrestling, I think that could happen with their claim.
Why, man? Why you think he was gonna say that? Because he black?
What do you say?
Ricky Starks already broke through too. That's the thing.
Yeah, they already break through. We talking about like breakthrough. Like not the people that.
I think the claim as a whole outside of wrestling has some appeal to them. That's what I mean by breakthrough in my opinion.
That's not what we talking about.
I see what he's trying to say, but that's at some point. I mean, they either need again like Max Caster has to go to Hot 97 for real, or like Anthony Bowens has done those. Anthony Bowens has done those MLB TV appearances with Orange Cassidy. I mean, they'll just need something more consistent because I think he played.
Who is baseball. Your woman? What woman would break through in 2023?
Probably Red Velvet, just because she's been a solid wrestler I like Kiera Hogan as a wrestler overall, jokes aside. But with Red Velvet, I feel like she's the more technical. She got the more technical aspect out of, all the baddies. So former or right now. So I think Red Velvet might break through this year. I mean, unless they sign somebody like y'all saying, like a past person, I don't know. But even then, I'm gonna stay Red Velvet just because I feel like when she took where she got hurt or where she left, she worked on her craft even more, which is the key aspect. You still worked on your craft, you got better. And I mean, she got the right people around her to help train. Her husband being a descendant of the Briscoes, and not the Briscoes I like, but Gerald Briscoe.
Yeah, her husband being Wes Briscoe, of Aces and Eights fame.
No.
So you learn, Mrs. Red Velvet. This is what you need to do. You got to do. I can't do the Gerald Briscoe accent like Davis, Mister.
Well, Red Velvet, I can teach you some holds. I can show you how to wrestle.
Public Enemy said that she ain't with him no more.
She ain't with Wes Briscoe anymore? Wow.
2023 about to be a great year. Hey, Red Velvet, I know how to wrestle. Arm bar. I got 1,004 holes right there for you.
Oh, they said a different white guy.
Okay, so let me tell you something, Red Velvet. I think somebody, my great
Banks is like, why? Banks isn't like, why is it always them? Like,
I mean, that'd be a lot
of Lord. When's it gonna be my time?
Y'all been tripping lately. Shit.
Who is we?
Yeah, I'm curious to know who we is as well.
Fuck dancing.
Black man, I love y'all, but y'all been tripping as of lately, okay? Y'all have been tripping as of lately.
Let's get out of here, Davis.
No,
man, you ain't got no Umar.
I gotta say mine.
That's racial. Go ahead.
I gotta say mine. Y'all didn't even say y'all was about to leave when I was about to say mine.
You ain't gonna get me cussed out by Umar, but go ahead.
My breakthrough of 2023, my husband stole who I had in mind, so I have to go with somebody else.
Well, I'll give it back and I'll create a new one then.
No, it's okay. You can have that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Banks is your husband. I forgot about that. Banks.
No, you're my no.
I'm so close to quitting podcasting.
Quit, bitch.
I am so close. I'm so close.
My breakthrough wrestler of 2023. I feel like Bandito is going to be the one. I don't like your face that you just made.
I had to think about it. I was like, yeah.
Bandito, and I think they're gonna do it to prove a point.
I'm sorry, Auntie.
Are you trying to say to prove a point to Dragon Lee?
No, prove a point to Conan, stupid ass. And
I'm sorry about what I said about Dragon Lee.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get to that after this because I got something to say. No.
Listen.
And then the female women business breakthrough of 2023. When my girl come back, Chris Statlander, 2023 is hers. She coming. Get prepared, because Chris Statlander is coming, okay? Chris Statlander gonna get that pop when she come back, because that's the one that we've been waiting on to come back to fulfill the women business.
And like the irony of it is like every time she's about to break through, like something breaks in her. Like that's like she's unfortunately so cursed as she's about to like finally get the shot. Even though she did have a title match against Britt Baker, which led to the amazing Orange Cassidy moment. He's like, "Get up!"
The agenda is still alive because she said she is clear by the spring. I think that's what she said.
Yeah.
So the agenda may be still alive. We may get that Jade Cargill versus Chris Statlander, and Chris Statlander become the new TBS champion. So
two tall women just.
You think you're special?
Throwing arms.
I'll be watching.
You
ain't got no choice.
I do think once Bandito starts to wrestle consistently more in AEW this year, I hope it isn't just again these one shots every few weeks. I hope it's like he has a run for about a month, then takes some time off, comes back, has another 1 or 2 month run, comes back.
You know what? That's up to him, though. You know how he is. He.
I know. I'm just saying. I hope his schedule. That's what I'm saying. I hope they give him like something worth doing, where he's like, yeah, I'll constantly want to come here because I'm being used.
Yeah.
Which is a thing in the past. For like, who knows what they'll do when they work for New Japan again? Potentially, it's like Jay White only had the one match in 2022, but like, who else can have a match that's technically not an AEW wrestler, even though Bandito is?
You think you're special. Speaking of Dragon Lee, I know people have been waiting on my commentary on this shit. Dragon Lee, I am happy for you. Get your money, get paid. Young get paid. Words of Dolph, rest in peace. But to give a little background of what's going on, because I know a lot of y'all do not really follow AAA like that. What ended up happening is what I've been saying. If you've listened to the spaces that I've had for like last year and stuff, when we was talking about Conan, basically was at AAA just to build himself up because he wants a job at WWE so bad. What ended up happening was Dragon Lee was a pawn in this scheming. What Conan did is what Trips wanted Bobby Fish to do. Bobby Fish wasn't delivered, but it's easily to do it to Dragon Lee because Dragon Lee doesn't speak English fluently. You can easily say, hey, we're going to have you do this and this and this. And they're going to be like, okay. And then being that they trust Conan because he translates better and thinking that, you know, I have their backs better. No. He wants a job. So what did Conan do? He said, hey, just sign here. You know, you're going to be the next Rey Mysterio. You're going to be the next Eddie Guerrero in America. Just to end up being on NXT. Okay. Now, I would say this. Penta had a Spaces. It was last year, and I was listening to it. It was to build up for the Triple Mania match. He said the question was asked, it was in Spanish, but the question was asked, have Lucha Brothers been approached by WWE before? He said they've been approached twice. The first time, it was right before they signed with AEW. Trips had approached them before. And if you know anything about Penta, Penta is a businessman outside of wrestling. Penta, of course, did not want to split that 20% of what he earns on his business. Of course, WWE wants a little bit of some of, you know, what you're doing. So Penta denied it. And then they came back again. They came back again for the Lucha Brothers and the creator idea. They was just like, no, we're not taking off our mask. We're not doing this. I want to run my business. Blase, blase, blase. Basically, what Alex Rodriguez is in the locker room to the Hispanics is what WWE doesn't have. And that's what Conan is trying to be. But Conan is not for his people. Conan is for himself. Okay? He's a J-Lo.
Lacoon.
Yeah, he's a J-Lo, okay? Now, Dragon Lee, if you're new to Dragon Lee, he is talented. He's phenomenal. You should really do your YouTube and stuff like that. And also, I can see, you know, Carmelo Hayes was excited for him to be in NXT. That match will be a good match between him and Carmelo Hayes. The only thing with Dragon Lee is, of course, he will have to tone down his wrestling for WWE because, you know, it's WWE. They have to wrestle a certain way. They can't do what they do. So, you know, the whole I want to be the Rey Mysterio and all this. No, that's not going to happen. They have that already. They have Dominic. Dominic is the perfect Hispanic. Dominic can speak English. Dominic is, no shade to you, Drip. He's white passing. He's the perfect.
How is that shade to me? I am.
No, I'm just saying, you know, I don't, you know what I'm saying. He's the perfect Hispanic.
Yeah.
He's the perfect Hispanic for WWE. So there is no, we want the next Rey Mysterio. They have it. They have it in Dominic. So that's my rant. I don't like it. I am happy for him. If you watch when he announced it, you can see Jalisco's facial expression. You can see Bandito's like, oh, I'm happy for you, but you're making a big mistake. But at the same time, Dragon Lee is 27. So he still had time to, you know, virtue out, know what he wants, and he can always come back. Now, as far as the AAA and AEW relationship, it looks like that's coming to a close a little bit. CMLL is a better deal anyway because CMLL and New Japan have that partnership for years. So
I told you, yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like it's coming to a close. Maristella's too busy on the beach and vacation and she's not paying attention. This man is fucking up what her father had created. So, yeah, that's where we at. That's where we at with the AAA and also AEW. Now, if you are wondering in this whole ordeal, where will the Lucha Brothers fall? AEW has custody of their child, which is the Lucha Brothers. So if worst case scenario, if the partnership doesn't work, AEW still have Lucha Brothers. They still have Bandito now. Vikingo is basically the child that everybody wants right now. So,
but only AAA really has him because his rights in America can't be streamed. Like his matches,
right.
You literally can't see them unless you're in person.
But AAA is weird because they still want AEW wrestlers in their brand. They just don't want to put the title on them anymore unless they're Kenny Omega. That's the only one that they want to put the title on.
Oh, because the FTR did such a great job. That's why.
Yeah, so if you're not Kenny Omega and you're in AEW, you're not going to get another title. They only wanted to be Kenny Omega because the fans love Kenny Omega. You know, he could go to Mexico. That's their, you know, they love him out there. So they made an exception with Kenny Omega. If Vikingo end up in AEW, they will allow the streaming because they want that exposure. So it's pretty weird out there right now, but this is the reason why Fabi got the fuck, okay? She got the fuck and she went to CMLL. So that's where we at right now with AAA and AEW. It looks like their deal is coming to a close as far as a partnership because Conan is so driven to being in WWE right now. So, yeah. And Maricella's not paying attention because she's getting all the money right now and she's at vacations. She's on a beach. She's just living it up and she's just not seeing that somebody's destroying what her father built. So that's where we at.
Yeah.
That's where we at right now, y'all.
That's what we talked about the other day, where like the Dragon Lee signing something that Triple H has been trying to get after for years, just like Bandito. Like he was trying to lock those guys up. But again, for what purpose? Just to unmask them. Because it's different for him to sign Andrade and Santos Escobar, who had already been unmasked in Mexico due to the mask versus mask matches, but to basically take away what makes Dragon Lee and put that WWE NXT shine on them. Okay, he can't wrestle his breakneck speed pace that he has, which he flies all over the place. But again, he's not Rey Mysterio. He's way faster than that. He's stronger than Rey Mysterio. He can lift guys up and slam them. Same thing with Bandito. That's why like Triple H was so keen to get after him too, and that's why the Bandito signing of AEW was such a big deal a few months. But unfortunately, Tony Khan couldn't go 2 for 2 in terms of getting Dragon Lee while he was having those matches in the trios tournament along with Roosh, and now Jalisco is kind of the one who probably be filling in his slot in the faction.
Right.
And the other question with that's like, what's Andrade's future? But that's a whole different
that's a whole different
in a way. But there's no way that AEW is going to have the monopoly on luchadors with the Lucha Bros, Bandito, and Jalisco and Dragon Lee.
Right. And to answer Matt Boog's question, he said, so what they're going to do with the Triple... they're probably going to do the same thing as what's the name of New Japan. He will have that tag title up until probably Triple Mania, to where they end up dropping it to the next tag team. So
that's the other part. FTR lost the titles finally, and that
so he'll probably end up. He probably still be tag team champions at AAA, but they will probably lose it at Triple Mania. Which it looks like that was probably part of the deal too in the contract. So it's probably going to be the same thing as R. Anderson, whatever what's his name?
Dax Harwood.
That's fighting in Wrestle Kingdom against Tama.
Carl Anderson. Yeah,
I think it's the same thing as Carl Anderson.
Yeah, no, he's showing up to drop that title, and FTR is showing up to drop those titles.
There too. It's gonna probably be like R. Anderson. Yeah, Carl Anderson. I said R. Anderson. Yes, so. Yeah, so the CMLL is way more important than the AAA anyway. So when Tony had name dropped CMLL, I'm like, okay, so he working on more on that because CMLL has that partnership with New Japan. So they have the better talent over there. I mean, AAA, of course, they have great talent too, but CMLL utilize them better. That's why Fabi Apache got the fuck when she did, because she saw what the fuck Conan is doing, and she just, you know what, I don't have time for this. I am Fabi Apache, and you're not going to have me keep jobbing to these white girls. So I'm going to CMLL.
Can't wait to watch Dragon Lee versus Wesley.
Shut the.
Well, he won't be Dragon Lee anymore. Is the thing.
Somebody said.
Well, they had a match before at Impact, didn't
Yeah. Well, I don't think Dragon Lee was in it. It must have probably been somewhere else. It probably definitely happened in PWG for sure.
they? Yeah, I feel like they had a match before.
And then Reggie, that's gonna be a 5-star classic.
Wrestled him before though.
Dragon Lee versus Scripps. That's really gonna be a 5-star classic. Flips.
I had a nightmare that Dragon Lee lost to Miz. I was like, man,
that's a dream.
No, that's not a dream. That's the future. Like,
yeah, I'm the Miz and I'm awesome. He said it. He told y'all, and look what happened.
But Dragon Lee still had some matches in AEW that were good. There's some positive.
Trips was basically showing his. I still got. I can. I can trick y'all. I still.
He came in and Power said, "I'm going to open back up. Like we're going to take people from the Indies, even though Vince McMahon said I don't want them. They're short and they can wrestle." The Triple H is like, "You're an old man and a fool, so you don't know what you're talking about."
Wrestling imperialism.
And that's why he wants to take this. He wants to cut the legs under each promotion and federation that starts up, and that's why NXT was the hottest thing for 5 years until Vince McMahon's like, "This isn't working how I want it to work. Let me get all these athletes who we have to train to wrestle, and only half of them end up being."
You talking about Gold and Black ROH?
Golden, yeah, from 2015 to 2020.
Mm-hmm.
That was even somewhat 2021, but yeah, that was the best wrestling in the world. And now that he's back in power, it's now a real arms race between
and Lucha Underground.
Like Lucha Underground, but
no. But now this is another point of just like Bandito was. It's an arms race between these two. Like who's going to get the top talent when they have contracts up? And I'm not talking about people from Impact, but the people who either wrestle regularly on GCW shows or in Mexico or in Japan, when their rights are freed, who are they going to go to? WWE or AEW?
People in Impact need jobs too.
GCW naming one of they shows 56 nights.
They've been doing that.
Yeah, they've been.
Why they doing that?
Culture
They
vulture.
don't even like black people like that. Why they naming shit after rap?
Because that's what you do when you don't like black people.
No, Ish, we saw the promoter and he had dreads. He got off the plane and I seen him. We was in Dallas.
You're thinking of someone else.
No, we seen him and we stood next to each other and we saw these dudes. I don't know if that's part of the promotion.
How basically he was always gone.
No,
Exactly.
This is at the airport. What, I'm gonna disappear at the airport?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Banks was always gone. What are you talking about?
And everybody keep talking about me going. I was never in Dallas to begin with. I lied to y'all just now.
Oh my god. Is there anything else to talk about?
Oh yes. New merch alert. New merch alert. Women Business merch is out now on foryourwear.com/all elite with Keeks. The Women Business merch is out. I think Graham got the picture of it. He might put it up for me. You got it, Graham?
Nobody sent it to me.
Oh my bad. Okay, well, I will repost it on Twitter. But yes, the Women Business merch is out. You can order your Women's Business merch. My creator that did the first couple of merches, he's updated some stuff for me because I kind of want it changed a little bit. So yes, the Women Business merch is out. I'm gonna post it most likely tomorrow and stuff like that while everybody's up. It is what else I have to say? There you go. That is the yeah. So get your Women Business merch. It's in black, also in white.
Yo, that's fire. I gotta get one. Huh.
What the hell? He closed up on Ruby Soho.
Yeah, no, that's the one you want to close up in. Good job, brother.
Yes, Women Business merch is out. You can get it in black, you can get it in white. It is out. You can do Afterpay. We know times is hard. It's the first of the month. Rent was due. We get it. Also, yes, this was a laid back show today, but I'm gonna come back full fledged. I have some guests for this month, and I also got guests for February as well. Some new guests and a little bit of returning guests. So make sure y'all in the live chat, y'all treat them kindly. Two of them, they never done shows before, so
bless his hearts.
bless their hearts. But we'll get to it. But y'all know them if you on the AEW side of Twitter. So yes, we're gonna get that. It's a lot of things that I'm gonna be doing as well. I'm gonna do a lot of giveaways because y'all have been supporting me. So what better way than to give back to those that support you? And I'm all about giving back to those that support me because y'all have been rocking with me the first year and y'all back again. So I appreciate y'all. So we're going to be getting into some giveaways and a bunch of stuff. Ken is on staff. He is my person. So Ken is part of the staff. Okay, y'all. So if you can't get in touch with me, you can get in touch with Ken, okay? And Ken will relate it to me.
Hey, Ken for show the PR for a couple of shows. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, Ken is part of All Elite with Keeks, okay? So Ken is the man. So if you can't get in touch with me, get in touch with Ken. Ken will relate it to me and all of the other stuff. Also, I know I've been asked again to do the spaces for Triple Mania. I am thinking about it. I may do it. I don't really like spaces like that, but I may do something on my show. So look out for that. I appreciate y'all support me on the AAA side. And last but not least, it is the second. I want to say a special heavenly happy birthday to my daddy. He would have been 50 today. I love you. I've been holding it down since you've been gone. Papa Keeks, I love you so much. Happy birthday to you. And next week it is Mama Keeks' birthday. So yes, both my parents are Capricorns. I don't know how that happened.
That's right. I know that's right.
Right. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that works, but they are. So yes, Mama Keeks' birthday is next week. So yeah, we're gonna have fun again. You see, ain't no Eagles nothing today.
Yeah.
We ain't there right now. But she said she gonna put it up because it is her week next week. So y'all have any announcements? Husband?
Banks, go ahead.
No, it's that my husband, my joy, my pride, my joy.
Again, thanks for having me on the show this week and last year as well. Shout out to Graham, shout out to CJ, shout out to Ben, Public Enemies. Shout out to CJ for hitting me up. You might be doing something on the Patreon, which if you're not subscribed, you better be. Amazing content's there. And shout out to, again, the Enemies doing it every Wednesday night live here on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed, turn those notifications on, all of that. And shout out to the Enemies for passing 40K. I think it was right on Twitter for followers. So they've been doing the amazing work, which is giving you this platform to share your voice and your opinions with the people about why AEW is so great. And I'm happy to be a part of it for every now and then. But you can follow me on Twitter at Davis, aka Drip, Instagram, Davis Colton DC, Black Rasslin live every Thursday night on YouTube, Black Rasslin Patreon. That's where you get White Noise, my exclusive show, but we also have a bunch of other amazing bonus content on there as well. Banks versus Davis. I don't know. Banks versus Davis live every Sunday on YouTube. That's me and this guy talking about all sorts of things. And Banks versus Davis Patreon, where it's exclusive content like movie commentaries. We watch wrestling pay-per-views and all that. It's only $5. Help support the show that goes live every Sunday on YouTube. So, yeah, that's all I got to say.
Hey, man, as usual, Public Enemies, thank y'all for having me. My brothers, Graham, Ben, CJ, you already know what the business is. When we say sign up for their Patreon, pay that 10 because they came out the gate. A lot of shows do Patreon, and they don't put but 2 things a month, if that. They came out the gate with content, and it's all hilarious. So patreon.com/Public Enemies. BRP, they already know what the business is. That's the fam. That's where you can see my brother at, my tag partner. make sure to sign up for their Patreon. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin Podcast. Patreon.com/Banks versus Davis. Banks versus Davis live every Sunday. I'm not gonna name everything else I do because it's too much to name, and I'm about to go on break soon.
No, you ain't.
But I'll be doing this show because I don't want to get cussed out by Auntie. Otherwise,
okay. We on the same page.
Right.
And before we leave, I want to say rest in peace to my Southern legend, Miss Gangsta Boo, one of the pioneers of Southern rap, one of the first female holy mothers of Southern rap. If you know, you know. We had Gangsta Boo, LaChat, Trina, and Mia X. That is our 4 mothers, our holy mothers of the South, and we lost one of them yesterday, and it hurt me. Where them dollars at? She taught us how to make sure you get this money, make sure you mess with a man with money, and make sure you beat these hoes up that's playing in your face, and get to your money.
Sound like a Texas woman, even though she's from Memphis.
Right. Oh no, it's a Southern thing, baby. It's
Right.
a Southern thing, baby. We get the money, mess with them, do with money, get your money, get to the money. If they playing in your face, beat them hoes up.
Or y'all do the other stuff.
Where them dollars at?
Call of Duty.
Can I be on white noise too?
I asked you before you.
I said I can.
We'll try to figure it out, but we'll see.
Mama, what's the update on the dude?
He's in critical condition.
He's in critical condition, everybody. That's what.
Well, don't end the show like that. Jeez.
What you say?
He said don't end the show like that. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, he's in critical condition. They did do CPR on him. They found a pulse, but he wasn't breathing on his own. They had to do a defibrillator. So we don't know.
Hearts out here sound like.
So they ended the game.
Yeah, they counted them players didn't want to play us all that. Them players was crying.
So did he get hit in the head?
No, after he made the tackle, he got up and he said boom boom and collapsed. It wasn't even no bad tackle. It was just like a regular tackle. So
prayers to him. Prayers to that man.
Yeah.
Hey, pray for NFL players because, like I keep saying, I don't know what's going on this season.
You gotta start praying for the pro wrestling wrestlers.
Even the woman that
they'll be all right.
It's
like NFL Blitz out here.
Right down.
Or Blitz
that's
League.
terrible to see. That is terrible. Rest, pray for the NFL players.
I was about to say, wait a minute now. You really got it bad.
Why do you think I was trying to steer us out of this?
Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. I was about to say that one more last time. My bad. Bank stop. You almost want me to slip up. Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo. If you're not familiar with Gangsta Boo, just listen to 3-6 Mafia. She always all over that joint.
They not familiar. They young. They don't know about Sting. If they don't respect Sting, they don't respect Gangsta Boo. So
okay, well, I saw people like, who is that? Don't get beat up now. Okay, we don't disrespect Gangsta Boo now. If you don't know nothing about Gangsta Boo, just listen to 3-6 Mafia. She, yeah. You know her voice when you hear it. She has an aggressive voice. I mean, she's from Memphis. Memphis women don't play that game.
They sound like me. All of them. You see Glorilla, she cute, but she sounds.
I was waiting for it on like T-Mac until.
Hey, Glorilla, let me take you out to karaoke, baby. Oh, I'll give you anything. It's gonna sound like Lou Rawls 1 and 2 singing, and me and her go out. I'll treat you right. Boom, 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 boom.
So everybody, before you go, make sure you get you a honey pack. Sponsored by the Honey Packs. I hope you use your honey pack for New Year's Eve. If you didn't, then oh well. And if you're a lady, make sure you invest in the Rolls. It's a great investment. Okay.
Davis face.
It's a great investment. It's a great investment. So Honey Packs Roses. Yes, Honey Packs Roses. And cut my music like that fragile dude be saying.
Huh?
My exit music.
You've mentioned a couple names recently. Who were they?
Listen, man. They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.